passion is never exhausted, and you cannot stop it. Nah, you cannot stop it.
I had to switch up the flow, show you the way that it go. God is good, but his life is hard, but it gets better when you grind it smart. I'm just really trying to leave a mark. We tired of being who they say we are. That's the baton, we gon' take it far. Always been real, we don't fake it all. Tired of 9 to 5, just make enough to survive. Only living on the weekends. You really thinking that's why I'm alive? Busting out the scenes, time to live my dreams, do the things deep inside of me. This life, it continues with fighting me, but I don't have quitting inside of me. I will not jump in these boxes they throwing me. Talking to God and there's so much he's showing me, shaping me, growing me, taking me sowing seeds. A growing tree, y'all get a load of me. Yeah, don't let them slow on me. I get the bag like a grocery. I'm on my grind like I'm supposed to be, and I do not care if you notice me.
Boxes, I cannot fit in the boxes. Stop it, quitting was never an option. Exhausted, this passion is never exhausted, and you cannot stop it. Nah, you cannot stop it.
This isn't a robbery, hands in the sky if you got a dream. Learn nothing was black.
Got baseball in June, you know what that means. It's time for a regional tournament game. This is the semifinals. The Waynedale Golden Bears, the #1 team in Division 5, set to take on the Cardinal Mooney Cardinals, one of the hottest teams in Division 5, coming in with a 7-game win streak. Cardinal Mooney, Waynedale, up next from Massillon on the OH Report.
Looking for the best high school sports coverage in Ohio? You found it right here on the OH Report. From the field to the court, we've got it all. OH Report brings you local coverage like nobody else in the area, live and free. Follow OH Report now and never miss a moment of the action. Don't just watch, be a part of the game with OH Report, the future of local sports.
Hey, does your checking account pay you with real cash rewards with no monthly maintenance fees ever? Bummer. Ask for Kasasa Rewards Checking. It's our superpower.
Time now for your pregame show, brought to you by Maumee Bay Turf Sports Field Constructors. Jonathan Langdon with you here from Waynedale, or from Massillon, with Waynedale set to go up against Cardinal Mooney. You see coaches meeting at the plate right now. Golden Bears, number 1 team in Division 5. Cardinal Mooney, number 11. Now let's go ahead and get to know both of these teams. We'll start with the home team on the scoreboard, but the underdogs coming into today's game. Cardinal Mooney, 19-6 this year under head coach Eddie Reese. It's his 4th year with the Cardinals, and he's done a good job turning this program around. Back-to-back-to-back losing seasons 3 years in a row until this year, where they go, as you see again, 19-6. They bring a 7-game win streak into today's regional semi, and you're going to see a lot of youth come out on that team. And you see their last couple of games, they have not given up a run in their last 3 contests at all, in fact, in the tournament throughout this game. Player spotlight for Cardinal Mooney. They've got a lot of players that we could spotlight, but one of them that has been such a stud these last couple of games is Caden Reese. Went 0 for 4 in their last game, but all season long, he has been reliable. .459 average, 9 extra base hits. He is an All-American in the eyes of Perfect Game, a really heavily trusted, especially here in the state of Ohio, ranking system across the country. Keys to victory for Cardinal Mooney, as it looks like we're about to start our national anthem here in a couple of moments. They're announcing starting lineups. But for keys for Cardinal Mooney, steal the show on the mound. You know that Shane Koblenz is likely going to come up here for Waynedale and pitch a gem, but if you can do even better than that, than Shane can in this game, that could definitely be some momentum that goes on your side here in this contest. And then also, we know that Shane Koblenz throws over 90 miles an hour with his fastball. Want to combat velocity with good contact, and when you do get good contact on a pitch at that speed, great power. You have a good chance here at this ballpark to potentially knock a couple out. You've got 312 to left field, 350 to right center. Fairly shallow ballpark here at Massillon, so definitely could see that happen for this team from Cardinal Mooney. How about Waynedale, the number 1 team? We've been following them all season long, and they have been nothing short of spectacular. Lucas Doherty has his team at a 26-4 record. You may recognize that an additional loss has been added. They played a final tune-up game in the regular season. They used up all of their allotted regular season games. They played the number 1 team in Division 6, Berlin Highland. Played them pretty tight, 3-9 final. You see at the bottom of your graphic there as well. They've reached state tournament in their last 3 seasons. One of the best classes, probably the best class in Waynedale history, with Shane Koblenz and Tristan Franks as seniors for this crew. They are going to be looking to make it a perfect 4 trips to state. Shane Koblenz is your player spotlight. You can take a look at his numbers, and we are about to share the national anthem here, so we'll take a moment of silence. And we're just about set to play ball here from Massillon High School. Ducky Schroeder Field. Jonathan Langdon with you here live and free on the OH Report for some regional semifinal action between the Waynedale Golden Bears and the Cardinal Mooney Cardinals. We talked about Shane Koblenz at length earlier in our pregame show. Let's take a look at his numbers here in the postseason. 7 innings pitched, 14 strikeouts, and at the plate, he's not too shabby either. Batting .600, that's tied for the best on the team so far. 2 triples to his name and a couple of RBIs too. So on both sides of the ball, Shane Koblenz is a problem that you're going to want to look out for if you are Cardinal Mooney here today. Keys to victory for Waynedale as we're about set to go, and Cardinal Mooney, as the home team in this game, takes the field. Got to get at them early. Don't give the Cardinals any sort of feeling that they could potentially steal this game. Rip their hearts out from the get-go, and you should be able to get a nice, comfortable win, just like you have all postseason long. Also, see some sophomores step up. You've had a couple of players that we saw play really well in the regular season that have been struggling thus far here in the postseason. So I'm looking at players like Hudson Barkman, also Cam Miller. Logan Troyer is a name that also pokes out to me as another sophomore that needs to find himself some rhythm here today. So get at them early, and also sophomores, time for you to step up. This is a big moment here in a regional semifinal. So you see the Cardinal Mooney pitcher warming up. Waynedale taking on Cardinal Mooney. Thank you so much for joining us, and also thank you to the sponsors bringing you this coverage live and free today. Thanks to Maumee Bay Turf Center and Danny's Cafe in Rossford, your trusted source for turf systems and a premier sports bar in Rossford. Also thanks to 89 Homes in Jeromesville, building homes, earning trust since 1979. Thanks also to Hummel Group, and Simon Construction Services, and Sutton Bank. On the mound today for Cardinal Mooney, it's the sophomore Ben Otis. And leading off is our player spotlight for Waynedale, Shane Koblenz. First pitch misses, ball one. Shane Koblenz, 368 average, 38 runs scored. That's the big stat there to keep an eye on. Once he gets on base, he is lethal. Next pitch, misses outside. Counts 2-0. Next delivery from Otis. That one just barely misses. Looks like it was on the inside corner in the eyes of blue. So it's going to be a tight strike zone. We're in the regional tournament now. Everything is going to be difficult to get for both teams. Here's the 3-0, taking all the way. That's in there for a strike. Late call there from blue. Count moves to 3-1. Next pitch from the sophomore. Swung on late, and Koblenz goes from 3-0 to down 3-2. First AB goes the distance. Usually gives you an idea of how the game's going to go. Is it going to be a tight one here? Here's a payoff pitch, swung on and missed, and Ben Otis has his first strikeout today. That one brought to you by Hummel Group. Ben Otis this year, 7-1, 1.92 ERA. As he hurls in the first pitch here for a strike. This is Tristan Franks batting in the 2 spot. Here's the 0-1 outside with the miss there. See his average there, 274. 19 RBIs this year. He's actually improved that number throughout the latter part of this year. He was at around 250 around the end of the WCAL campaign. Ryan Reese will catch this grounder over at second and make the out. Back-to-back putouts here for Cardinal Mooney. Off to a solid start. Strikeout, ground out. So the 2 seniors at the top of the lineup retired, and now it turns to a sophomore, Cam Miller. Ben Otis looking pretty good so far. From the stretch. Delivers a strike. His average dipped under 400 in their last game against Berlin Highland. Takes one there inside. 0 for 2 with 2 walks and a run scored in the district title game against Wycliffe. Next pitch in there for strike 2. Cam Miller and the Waynedale Golden Bears were able to take down Wycliffe and the Blue Devils 13-0 in the district championship. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Ben Otis retires him in order. And that'll take us to a break. Golden Bears 0, Cardinal Mooney 0. Cardinals going to be at the bat when we come back on the OH Report.
Hey, does your checking account pay you with real cash rewards with no monthly maintenance fees ever? Bummer. Ask for Kasasa Rewards Checking. It's ours.
And welcome back on the OH Report. This is Jonathan Langdon. Just as we expected, Shane Koblenz on the mound for the Waynedale Golden Bears. See his numbers there, 10-0 record, 76 strikeouts towards the top in the WCAL. Jonathan Langdon with you today. Kane Longwell, your camera operator. Bottom half of the first, Golden Bears shut out 1-2-3 by Cardinal Mooney. First pitch here misses high for a ball. Koblenz had a couple of control issues in his last outing. Next pitch here misses a little high. Walked 3 batters in that district title game. And already here he's down 3-0. This is Ryan Reese, brother of our player spotlight, Caden. He has been on a heater. He takes a strike there on a 3-0 count. So Ryan Reese, 362 average, 17 RBIs. He takes another one for strike 2. Tilts his head back a little bit. Wasn't too big of a fan of that call. And that pitch misses high and away. So Reese is going to take first base. First base runner today for either side. So they'll get a runner on to start this inning. And up next is Andrew Bushy, sophomore for Cardinal Mooney. First pitch to the lefty is fouled back. Been an instrumental piece to this team. You see his statistics there, very similar to a Shane Koblenz. Scores a lot of runs. As Shane sneaks in a strike on the outside corner, goes up ahead 0-2 after going down 3-0 to the first batter. Koblenz looks over at the runner at first. Not too big of a lead. They'll throw over anyways. Bushy had a big game in the district title. 3 for 4 with a triple and RBI and 3 runs scored. Pitch from Koblenz to him. That one outside. Count 1-2. The set and the delivery. That one misses. We're even at 2. Talked about that district championship game. Cardinal Mooney took on a really good Keystone team and ended up shutting them out 9-0. Just like they did all of their previous opponents before. They have yet to concede a run in this postseason. Another one misses, and we are full, 3-2. Third baseman Steiner in the grass. Payoff pitch to Bushy. Swung on and missed. Foul tipped into the catcher's glove. There is out number 1. So Koblenz records a strikeout to start his day. Good bounce back after letting that other runner reach on a walk. And then here is Caden Reese. This is the guy that we told you to watch out for on Cardinal Mooney's side of things. Takes a first pitch strike. .459 average. All-American in the eyes of perfect game. All-American as an underclassman. The 0-1 count. Ground over to third. Steiner gets a good beat on it. Throws to second for 1. They won't get the out at first. But on the fielder's choice, they get a second out. Hummel Group brings you the replay yet again. McLaughlin is playing in the field. You won't see him hit today, but he's at second. You saw his hat fly off. Don't know if that maybe could have slowed him down just a smidge, but I think even still, Caden was going to be safe at first. Two gone. Ford Stacy takes one outside. Next pitch found back. Off the netting here from Massillon. Ford Stacy had his biggest game of his young career on Friday. Went 3 for 4 with a 2-run triple to start what ended up being a 4 RBI day. Check over on the runner at first. Reese is safe. That's Caden Reese now at first. Koblenz already 16 pitches into this outing. Go over to first again. Next delivery, runner goes inside. Franks lost it on the transfer. Caden Reese has a stolen base. So they've got themselves a runner in scoring position. 2-1 count. Ford Stacy, 28 RBIs on the year. That is by far the team high. So this is exactly where Cardinal Mooney wants to be. Next pitch cut on and missed. We are even at 2. Stacy calls time at the plate. Get a chance to regather himself. Koblentz's pitch to the sophomore is fouled back. So Ford stays alive in the count. Regional semifinal from Massillon, 2-2 count, chance to score for Cardinal Mooney. Pitches inside. We're full. Some good work through the count from both sides here in this first inning. Waynedale went 1-2-3, but not without a fight. Pitch 21 on the way from Koblenz. That one's high, ball 4. So Stacy's aboard. 2 runners on, 2 gone. And Cardinal Mooney, their young team, they'll upgrade to a junior in the box, Will Petty. Just 12 RBIs so far this year. Takes the ball inside. Actually, it's called a strike. Just clipped that upper inside corner. Petty, only 12 RBIs, as I said, but he did have 2 of those in the district championship last week. Next pitch from Koblenz, fouled back towards me. So Koblenz comes right back after another walk and is already up 0-2. Petty, he's kind of the case study that everyone looks at whenever you see a team that comes into a game as hot as this. How did they get here and how are they this good? Well, it's guys like Petty that step up their game late in contests. This one's fouled into the crowd just in front of me. Look back to second. Here's the pitch. Still 0-2. Swing and a miss. Koblenz. It took 25 pitches, but he gets through it just the same. No runs on the board. 2 strikeouts for Shane. No score as we head to the top of the second here, live and free from the OH Report.
Since 1974, Simonson has helped their clients stay on target to meet the goals and deadlines for their projects. From concept to completion, Simonson can design a plan and build a path for success. Let Simonson Construction turn that vision into a reality.
Four, 5, 6 due up here for Waynedale after going down 1-2-3 earlier in the top half of the first. Ben Otis had a solid start to his outing. But next they'll have to face Jordan Miller, then Jaden Schlebach and Braden Steiner. I would argue in the postseason thus far has been much more dangerous than any part of the lineup. Those 3 hitters right there. So Jordan Miller, brother of Kim, who we saw in the first inning, went 1 for 3 against Wycliffe. Shane Koblenz went 25 pitches in the bottom half of the first to keep no runners from scoring. Ben Otis, however, on the other hand, only needed 13 pitches. Still feeling fresh. Throws that pitch outside to Jordan Miller to start this count. Step and the delivery again from Ben. Miller grounds this. This will stay in fair play. It gets past the third baseman. That'll likely go down as an E5, but a base runner nonetheless for Waynedale.
Designated hitter, number 8, Jaden Slayball.
And that will bring across for Waynedale the best hitter so far here in the postseason. Jay Chalet hitting .365 on the season, .400 in the postseason. Driven in 4 runs in the last 2 games. Takes the first pitch here outside. Throw over to first. Tried to go get Jordan Miller, didn't quite do it. The number that really pops out to you when you're looking at Schlebach is his extra base hits. Another throw over to first. And I think that's what Cardinal Mooney's kind of picking up on. They know that Schlebach, dangerous extra base hit piece for Waynedale. So that leadoff at first is just as important, if not more important than any other moment of this game for Waynedale. Miller fakes as if he's going to go, retreats back to first, pitches outside, 2-0. Third time this AB they've thrown back to first. Have been unsuccessful all 3 times. If this were the minors, Jordan Miller would have second base. But he'll stay put at first. Next pitch. Misses again. Otis struggling to focus on the plate right now. Another decent lead at first. They'll throw over again. To Otis's credit, he has a great pickoff move. It just hasn't worked thus far. Here's a 3-0. That one is in for a strike, taking all the way with Schlebach. Next delivery lined past the third baseman. That'll be the first hit of the game. And the left fielder falls at the fence. Jordan Miller's rounding third. He's going to head home safely. It's a double for Jaden Schlebach. You might miss it here because of the dugout getting in the way, but that left fielder, Will Petty, slipped on his way to that baseball. It went all the way to the left field wall in fair play, and Waynedale is on the board. Schlebach, his 5th RBI of the postseason. And after that moment, we're going to see Cardinal Mooney meet at the mound. Just pitcher and catcher here. Littman's going to try and give some motivation to Otis on the mound. He's been pitching great, especially in that first inning. This is just a really, really good offensive team in Waynedale, and that's why they're number 1 in Division 5. And it also lifts the pressure, or I guess it doesn't lift it, it increases the pressure put on any team that takes on Waynedale in this tournament, because they know that this could very well, if they can beat this team, could very well be their state championship.
Steiner in the box for the Bears.
First pitch to Braden Steiner misses. So he'll get ahead in the count. Another guy that has picked up his game here in the tournament, went 2 for 2 in the district title game. Count moves even 1-1. So Schlebach, after that RBI double, is in second. Steiner at the plate. Otis looks back to Schlebach twice, now delivers. 2-1. Swung on, popped up. This will go out of play. And I think that landed actually in play, but nobody caught it. Crowd murmurs after that. Count moves to 2-2 as everyone resets. Ryan Reese going to move all the way over from second to give some words to Ben on the mound. Two-two count. Still nobody out here in the top of the second. Golden Bears already up 1-0. Here's the pitch. Swung on, grounded, foul over towards Cardinal Mooney's dugout. Stay even at 2. Beautiful facilities here from Massillon. One of the premier high schools in Ohio. You can probably see on your screen, on the top right of your screen, Paul Brown Stadium. One of the biggest football stadiums, not just in Ohio, but in the country. 2-2 pitch from Otis. That one misses high. We're full. This place also one of the birthplaces for football in general. For those of you that didn't know, Massillon and McKinley, 2 high schools today, actually started out as pro football teams. And then as the times went by, high schools started to form up and they took the name. 3-2 count. That one's in the 6th gap. Steiner's got a base hit. They're going to hold up Schlebach at third. Runners on the corners, still nobody out. So the Golden Bears have seemed to find their bats. Still nobody out, and as I said before this inning started, that was the heat of the order, especially with how this year has gone thus far, especially towards the latter end. Schlebach, Steiner, Miller, all very dangerous hitters. And it doesn't stop here because Josh Yoder, also really good piece to the puzzle. Just got a big gust of wind. Wouldn't be shocked if they decide to take time. No, they'll pitch. And that one's in there for a strike. So Yoder behind. Throw over to first yet again, trying to check on Steiner. And next pitch, another strike, 0-2. Yoder 325 average, 29 runs this year, 16 RBIs. Went with another pickoff attempt that nearly got Steiner at first. Otis still ahead 0-2 on the batter at the plate. Here's the pitch. Swung on, lined into right. That'll go right to Gentile over and right, and there's out number 1 here in the inning. Good swing by Yoder. That was just beamed straight to the fielder. Didn't have to move too much, maybe moved forward just a tad, but still an easy out nonetheless. Wind has picked up big time here from Massillon. Another throw over. Logan Troyer squares the bunt, gets it down. It's a squeeze. They'll get the runner at home safely. And the throw at first is there for out number 2, but Waynedale's got the 2-0 advantage now. Good sequence from the Golden Bears. Troyer does his job.
Number 13, Hudson Buckman.
And up next is another sophomore, Hudson Barkman. Two gone in the inning. The sacrifice not only scored the runner, but it moved Steiner to second as Barkman swings on the first pitch. It's grounded to short. Good scoop over at first made by Stacy, and that'll end the inning.
2 runs on 2 hits.
Not too bad there from Waynedale. They get 2 runs across the board. They lead this one 2-0 over Cardinal Mooney on the OH Report.
Hey, does your checking account pay you with real cash rewards with no monthly maintenance fees ever? Bummer. Ask for Kasasa Rewards Checking. It's ours.
Ben Otis will start the inning at the plate for Cardinal Mooney, who needs a response after giving up 2 to Waynedale in the top half. First pitch swinging here. This goes to right. Tough play made for out number 1. Shout out Hudson Barkman out in right, getting the job done.
Right fielder, number 8, Vince Deadtime.
So first pitch, first out for Waynedale. Wind continuing to pick up here as they get an appeal at first base on that check swing. And Vince Gentile's at the plate. Did indeed go. So down 0-1. Swings at this, fouls it off. Quickly 0-2. 3 pitches, 3 strikes here to start the inning for Shane Koblenz. Long windup, next pitch. That one misses high. So Waynedale, last time they saw Cardinal Mooney, hasn't been often these two teams have collided, but last time they did meet was in 2022. We'll talk about that after this pitch. That one's grounded just foul. No, they call it fair. I was looking at the third base umpire to see what the call was going to be. He made it extremely late. I'm guessing the home plate umpire overruled him and called him fair initially. So that is the first hit of the game for Cardinal Mooney. They had 2 base runners prior, but they both reached on walks. So able to get past Koblenz this time with their bats.
Trent Lichtman stepping in for Mooney.
So Koblenz with a runner on first, increased pressure. He'll pitch high to Littman. Talking about Waynedale and Cardinal Mooney last meeting in 2022. Waynedale actually lost that game 9-11. And that was 4 years ago. Littman fouls this off. We're even at 1. In fact, nobody on that team in 2022 is on the team here today. But they were all freshmen. All of those seniors that were on the squad, they were all freshmen. And there was a plethora of brothers that were on the team, older brothers. 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Littman takes strike 2, low at the knees. So for Cardinal Mooney, Trent Lippman at the plate right now. His brother Cole was a senior on that team. Next pitch just misses high. Back to even at 2-2. Trent's brother Cole now pitching at Allegheny College. He's a junior there. Two. They're going to say he went. And Lippman's retired on strikes. Third strikeout today for Shane Kilwins. But also on that team, a couple of players that aren't in the lineup today for Cardinal Mooney. Johnny Brenner, one of them. His brother Jeff was a junior. Aiden Radinsky, his brother Nolan was a junior, and Aiden Herb's brother Zach was a senior on that team that beat Waynedale 9-11 in 2022. It's the last time these two teams have met. Taco Verocco. In a 1-0 count, swings and misses. If you're wondering, that's an amazing name. Taco Verocco. His real name's Braden, nickname Taco he goes by. Next pitch from Kilwins. This one popped foul into the construction zone. Some construction behind us. They're currently building a new elementary school for Massillon. Building is pretty much up. It's just the surrounding area. They've still got to put pavement down and some of the other stuff that you put outside, maybe a playground for recess. Count moves to 2-2. Kilwins up against Verocco. Runner at first, 2 gone. Here's the delivery. Kilwins breaking ball, nearly retired him looking. Count moves full. This next pitch from Kilwins will be 40 already through 2. And calls time here, wants to try and regather himself. Gentile led off, or was able to get the first hit of the game for Cardinal Mooney. He's still at first. Pitch number 40, pitch to Taco. Here's a delivery. That one misses outside, ball 4. I'm going to put 2 runners on, maybe a little high there too, mostly.
Back to the top of the order for Mooney.
So Taco was the 9-hole hitter. We're back to the top of the order. Ryan Reese. Got a meeting on the mound here between the 2 seniors for Waynedale. Franks gives him a little fist bump, turns back to the plate. Dangerous spot to be. 2 runners on. Ryan Reese, one of the top hitters for Cardinal Mooney. First pitch to him, high and in. Golden Bears, just like Cardinal Mooney, have not conceded a run coming into this game all postseason long. But right now, the Cardinals are threatening as this one's taken into foul play. This could potentially stay in. Steiner makes a beautiful catch. Take a look at this again, thanks to Hummel Group. Steiner able to backtrack, make the catch, and keep Cardinal Mooney off the board. Third inning is next on the OH Report.
Since 1974, Simonson has helped their clients stay on target to meet the goals and deadlines for their projects. From concept to completion, Simonson can design a plan and build a path for success. Let Simonson Construction turn that vision into a reality.
Nice inning in the second for Waynedale, allows them to bring 1-2-3 up here in the top of the third. Thank you so much for joining us live and free on the OH Report. I'm Jonathan Langdon, Kane Longwell, your camera operator here today. Ben Otis continues to work on the mound for Cardinal Mooney. Throws a first pitch ball to Shane Koblenz, who is 0 for 1. Otis able to paint the corner that time. So Ben last pitched for Cardinal Mooney in their district semifinal game against South Range. As Koblenz lines this one into the gap between left and center. Not enough velocity to get past. Koblenz left to settle for a single. Lead-off base knock for Waynedale as they continue to pile it on here against Cardinal Mooney early in this game. But talking about Otis, pitched against South Range, went 6 shutout innings, walked 4 batters, struck out 1, and allowed just 4 hits. This pitch will go to the backstop, and they'll say that hit Franks. He'll take first base. Koblenz rounded second, thought about going to third on the confusion, but catcher was ready for him. So first and second go the runners, both seniors on board. And we go back to Cam Miller, but not before a mound meeting. Head coach is going to come out, so we could see a change already.
A reminder, ladies and gentlemen, 5 o'clock this afternoon, it'll be Canton Central Catholic and Norway in our other regional semifinal.
Mostly an infield visit here. It looks like they might stay with Otis just a little while longer. So we sit in the top of the third. Otis back on the mound still. Koblenz at second. Franks at first. 2-0 Waynedale. Golden Bears with nobody out here in the top of the third, really looking to threaten to take this game completely into their control. Cam Miller is 0 for 1. He's going to square to bunt here, pulls back, takes the ball. Miller apart with Koblenz and Franks went 1-2-3 in the top of the first. We're going to change their fortunes here, just as Koblenz and Franks did earlier in the inning. Miller in the box, Otis set to go. Looks back to second and delivers. That one in for a strike. Couple of disagreements in the crowd in front of me. Counts 1-1. Here's the next pitch to Miller. Squares to bunt again. This one will go foul. So that likely won't be an option again. Miller's going to have to swing away. Cam coming into today, batting just .250 in the postseason. He's already 0 for 1. So trending in the wrong direction right now. Trying to change that here on this pitch from Otis. Swing and a miss. That goes in the dirt. First base occupied. So Miller is retired and his brother will step up to take his place. So the junior Jordan Miller was also retired in his first at-bat. Correction, he actually was the one to reach on an error over at third. But that technically does still go down as 0 for 1. Takes pitch there outside. Golden Bears a perfect sweep of the WCAL, their conference. Went 14-0 across 7 opponents, one of which is playing in the second game of this regional semifinal group. Miller belts this out towards left, heading towards the tall wall. Catch made by Petty. Koblenz is going to tag and reach third. Still a nice play over there and left by Petty. Over the shoulder catch. They're going to say he got the out. He did drop it there at the end, but it was on the transfer. So Miller, both Millers retired here in the inning. Jaden Schlebach had the first RBI for Waynedale in the second inning. He'll get a meeting with Coach Lucas Dougherty
Designated hitter coming to the plate for the Bears.
before this next debut. Designated hitter for this crew, Colin McLaughlin, taking duties at second base in place for him. Runners on the corners, 2 gone. Another RBI situation here for Jay Schley. Otis focused on the plate, grounder through the gap on the left side. It's another run scored. It's another RBI for Schlebach. Boy, oh boy, is he hot in this postseason. 2 for 2. Single and a double now. 2 runs driven in. Score moves to 3-0. Next batter, Steiner swings at the first pitch, taken out to center. Caden Reese playing with the wind out there in center, moving left to right. Makes the catch for out number 3. Golden Bears 3, Cardinal Mooney nothing. Bottom of the third up next.
Since 1974, Simonson has helped their clients stay on target to meet the goals and deadlines for their projects. From concept to completion, Simonson can design a plan and build a path for success. Let Simonson Construction turn that vision into a reality.
Shout out to all of our amazing OH Report sponsors bringing you this coverage for this Waynedale playoff run. Thanks to Maumee Bay Turf Center and Danny's Cafe in Rossford, your trusted source for turf systems and a premier sports bar in Rossford. Thanks also to 89 Homes, building homes, earning trust since 1979. Hummel Group, insurance and wealth management solutions to help you identify and manage risk while planning for the future as well. Thanks also to our commercial sponsors, Simonson Construction Services and Sutton Bank. Well, we've been talking about Jaden Schlebach quite a bit here on this broadcast, and we're going to talk about him even a little bit more. Head-to-head, this was made coming into the game in the playoffs. Ryan Reese, we've seen him do some good things over there for Cardinal Mooney. However, Schlebach has stolen the show so far, and you see their numbers coming into the playoffs, not holding up in the slightest here in this game today.
Is the shortstop, number 2, Andrew Bushy.
Golden Bears 3, Cardinal Mooney nothing. Bottom of the third. Jonathan Langdon with you. And if the Golden Bears secure the win today, we'll be back with you tomorrow. First pitch strike to the lefty Bushy for the Cardinals. That one way outside, however. Even us back up at 1. Koblenz threw 45 pitches. Still not looking shabby in the slightest. 3 strikeouts. Control might be a little bit of the issue. 3 walks for him, also a hit allowed. The set and the delivery with a 1-2 to Bushy. That one just misses. Even 2-2. Bushy pops it up. This will likely stay in play. Franks. He's going to make the play. Nicely done. Steiner, Franks, and Koblenz all made their way over to the vicinity, but the catcher takes the mask off, makes the first out of the inning. So Bushy is retired. Up next is Caden Reese. Made the last out of the top half of this inning, where Steiner popped out to center. 0 for 1 in this game. Don't expect him to stay there for much longer, though. 459 hitter on the year. He is as close to a 50-50 shot as really anybody else you'll see. Cole once again gets a swing and a miss that time. Gets back 2-1. Koblenz, if he can get through this, it'll be already 10 innings pitched in the postseason. As Caden fouls that off, we are even at 2. "51 pitches for Shane Koblenz to this point. Best on best here. That pitch high and in. Caden had to duck away from it. And we are full yet again. Koblenz finding himself in a lot of these full count situations so far in this game. Payoff pitch on the way for Waynedale. That one's high. Caden Reese, go ahead and take first base. So there's their 1-out base runner. 4th walk of the day for Shane. Of course, great hitter Caden is, but also dangerous on the base path, so they'll have to keep an eye on him. As we see pure power come up to the plate in Ford Stacy. First pitch to him is in for a strike. Couple of groans from the Cardinal Mooney side of things. 1 on, 1 out. Waynedale trying to get out and keep this shutout alive. Next pitch, Stacy belts it out towards right. Backing towards the wall. That's gonna go. Ford Stacy, a 2-run shot to right center field. And Mooney has made it a 3-2 game. Hummel Group brings you the replay. You can see in big letters 350 over to right center field. It's a much shallower park than some others that both of these teams have played in. Stacy takes one out. And that, believe it or not, is his first home run of the year.
Stepping in, number 5, Will Petty.
First runs conceded by Waynedale in this tournament. Wild pitch there, goes to the backstop. Even at 1 here in the bottom of the 3rd. Koblenz. It's the first home run he's given up this season. Will Petty to the plate. Koblenz gets that one by him. Well, Petty's already 0 for 1. He's down 1-2 in the count. This delivery fouled towards us into the construction zone for Massillon East Elementary. Next pitch from Shane is a cut and a miss from Petty. There's strikeout number 4 for Shane Koblenz. So 2 outs in the inning. And Ben Otis already takes ball 1 there. Ahead on Koblenz. Next pitch swung on, grounded over into Cardinal Mooney's dugout. Looks like everybody got out of the way safely. Breaking ball that time. Crosses the zone. So far, Koblenz has really been doing a good job dealing in that breaking ball here and there. Throwing most of them for strikes. Next pitch. Gets a swing out of Otis. That's another one foul over behind us. Waynedale 3, Cardinal Mooney 2. Thanks to a 2-run shot out of Ford Stacy. Next pitch grounded over to second. McLaughlin takes it on a wicked hop, throws to first, and ends the inning. Waynedale 3, Cardinal Mooney 2 on the board, both in this bottom half of the third, thanks to the 2-run shot from the sophomore Ford Stacy. Top of the 4th on the way on the OH Report.
Hey, does your checking account pay you with real cash rewards with no monthly maintenance fees ever? Bummer. Ask for Kasasa Rewards Checking. It's ours.
Top half of the 4th here, live and free on the OH Report. See your 89 home scoreboard. Cardinal Mooney scored the first 2 runs of their game and the first 2 runs conceded by the Golden Bears. So far this postseason, they were able to shut out both their district opponents. And also thanks to a forfeit out of Shaw in the sectional championship. Default score in a forfeit situation is 2-0. Waynedale back to bat. Just a 1-run lead, so got to try and fight back for some leverage. Josh Yoder will start things off. First pitch misses low and in. Yoder this season has been a great piece. Scored plenty of runs for this crew. Otis continues to work on the mound. He's behind 2-0 here to Josh. Yoder's 0 for 1 in this game, and Otis is approaching 45 pitches. Next delivery from the sophomore. That one also misses. So 3-0 count, Yoder likely sitting all the way. And that one will break into the zone for a strike. I personally thought that looked more inside than the other two that were called balls. Nonetheless, counts 3-1. Otis again gets a swing and a miss out of Josh. We are full from 3-0 to 3-2. Next pitch, fouled back. Shout out to our Facebook comment section. Daniel Stotts cheering on the Golden Bears today. If you're watching along with us, make sure to leave a comment. Let us know who you're cheering for here in this contest. Payoff pitch. Swung on, grounded through the 6 gap again. Base hit for Josh Yoder's first of the game.
Stepping in for the Bears, Logan Troyer.
So Yoder's aboard with a 0-out hit yet again here for Waynedale. They've done some damage, especially with no outs here in this game. They've been able to get base runners early, and that's helped them out. Squaring to bunt here. This will get down. Logan Troyer is retired, but his job is done. Moves the runner over to second. So Golden Bears here in this inning sitting pretty. If you're Cardinal Mooney, you'll take the out. Hudson Barkman now to the plate. 9-hole hitter here for the Golden Bears. First pitch misses high to Barkman, who right now this year is hitting just under 200. But that number's been slowly climbing up. Count moves even 1-1. That's kind of the big thing for when you get to this point of the postseason. It's not about your star players. It's about who else is stepping up to help you out. Throw over to second to check on the runner, not in time. Because it's just like we see with Cardinal Mooney. Some guys that they weren't relying on to score base runners early in the year have stepped up and have been able to do that, just that. So if they can get Barkman going as he takes strike 2 here, he has just as good of a chance to help this team out, especially at the bottom of the order. Otis ahead 1-2. Here's the pitch. That one just outside. And of course, outside, away from the Cardinal Mooney dugout. A couple of parents won't see that one too well. They'll think that was a strike. Just like Waynedale's side on the first base end. They'll do the same thing. They've done it this game. You see a time called at the plate. It's always fascinated me how, compared to other sports where you've got stars, feature players that likely win or lose games for you. Another pitch outside here. Count moves full 3-2. Baseball isn't like that. You can definitely have your Mike Trout, Shohei Ohtani, Aaron Judge, but when it comes down to it, they're likely not the ones winning you games. It's everybody else you put around them. As Barkman takes ball 4 and the ball gets away, and it'll be runners on the corners. And that is exactly why Waynedale, the point I was making earlier, that's exactly why Waynedale is in this position they are in right now. Shane Koblenz, of course, is going to come up to the plate here in a good spot. But who gets him in a spot like this? Guys like Yoder, Barkman, who are able to get on base and work together as a team more so than most other sports that we cover on the OH Report to get their best guys in good positions. Koblenz today is 1 for 2. He's got an out to work with. Just don't want to try and ground it up the middle for a potential double play ball. Just anywhere but short and second. Koblenz sees the first pitch sail outside. Otis, 57 pitches. He's doing a good job staying at a solid pitch count. He'll be reliable for what looks to be another couple of innings. Checks back over at the runner at first, doesn't get him. Next delivery. That one misses. Count moves 2-0. Golden Bears, number 1 team in Division 5, up against the number 11 team and quickly surging Cardinal Mooney squad. Koblenz drives this one out towards left. And Petty won't get there. That'll touch the wall. 1 run scores. They're going to send the next runner from first, and he will score as well. Yoder and Barkman cross home plate. Koblenz has a 2 RBI double. And just what we were talking about. Putting your best players in the best positions. And what does Waynedale turn it into? 2 runs. Golden Bears 5, Cardinals 2.
For the Golden Bears, the catcher, number 10, Tristan Franks.
So 1 senior does his job. And my mistake on that play, that runner from first did not score. So just the first runner from third. First pitch swinging here. 4-2 game. Tough ball in the gap. Reese makes the catch. They're going to test him. Throw to the plate is high. And there is that 5th run for Waynedale. Koblenz stays at second on that sac fly. So runner at second, 2 gone. Waynedale now leads 5-2.
The left fielder, number 1, Cam Miller.
Up next is Cam Miller. Otis takes time at the mound. Cam is 0 for 2 in this game. He's got Koblenz at second, a chance to score another run, get some more cushion. Miller cuts and misses on that. We're even at 1. So far in this game for Waynedale, 5 runs on 6 hits. No errors. Cardinal Mooney, 2 runs, 2 hits on an error. Next pitch. Breaking ball, still clips the zone. Trailing away from Miller that time. Count moves 1-2. Good crowd on hand today for this regional semifinal. Game 1 of 2. Here from Massillon as this ball gets away and Koblenz will take third. Littman couldn't scoop it up, and Koblenz is now 90 feet away from making it 6-2. Next delivery lined just past the second baseman, Reese. And Waynedale's up 6-2. Cam Miller able to break his schneid, get a single and an RBI. Just leapt past the second baseman there.
The shortstop, number 2.
And this has proven to be a quality top half of the fourth. Now 3 runs have scored in this half inning alone for the Golden Bears. Inside strike called to Jordan Miller, who's up. Cam takes a decent lead at first. Otis to the plate he goes. Swinging a chopper just in front. It's fair. Now it's called foul. See if we can get a look at this. Jordan kind of leaning towards that right knee. Maybe claiming it hit him twice, but on the replay angle that we had, I didn't think it looked close, that it was anywhere near him. Nonetheless, it's called a foul ball. Strike 2. Now 1-2 after that pitch misses outside. Could have potentially hit the bat twice, because that also is considered a foul ball. 1-2 pitch to Miller. Gets contact on this, takes it to right. And Gentile makes it out number 3. Golden Bears put 6 across the board there in the top of the fourth. Cardinal Mooney trails by 4.
Since 1974, Simonson has helped their clients stay on target to meet the goals and deadlines for their projects. From concept to completion, Simonson can design a plan and build a path for success. Let Simonson Construction turn that vision into a reality.
And welcome back to Massillon High School, the campus of Massillon High School. Beautiful campus here. 6-2, Waynedale leads. Able to put 3 runs across the board in that last frame to put the pressure on Cardinal Mooney yet again after they hit a 2-run shot with Ford Stacy in the bottom of the 3rd.
Stepping in, Vince Gentile.
So most definitely a perfect response if you're the Golden Bears, as Koblenz goes to 1-1 after that one's fouled back at the plate by Gentile. Vince Gentile 1 for 1 in this game. Him and Stacy are the only 2 to record base hits. This one swung on. This is in play over to left. And Cam Miller comes in on it, makes the out. Quick out number 1. Gentile's retired.
The Cardinal Mooney catcher.
And I believe the wind took that all the way forward, because Jordan definitely could have made that play, but Cam decided to wave him off and do it nonetheless. Trent Littman down 0-1. Here's a pitch from Koblenz. Breaking ball, misses. Oh no, they do say it clipped the top end. Strike 2. Kelwin's 70 pitches. So far in this game, 4 walks, 4 strikeouts, 2 hits allowed, 2 runs, both earned. Nearly got Lippman to bite on a pitch in the dirt there. But Trent stays alive. Winner of this game will take on the winner of Canton Central Catholic and Norwayne later today. It will be a highly anticipated rubber match for both Norwayne and Waynedale in the WCAL if that were to happen. Another pitch misses from 0-2 to 3-2 the count goes. And I say rubber match even though Waynedale did win both of those games against Norwayne. If the Bobcats can come into this regional final, well, they have to get past Canton Central Catholic first. But if they can go into that regional final and beat Waynedale, that pretty much evens it in my book between those two teams, as there's a ball 4. Lippman's aboard with 1 gone. And you also got to remember those games against Norwayne for Waynedale were at the very, very beginning of the season. 2nd and 3rd games of the year that they played. So if it does end up being the Bobcats that they play tomorrow, they're going to see a much different team. Looks like we'll have a change for Cardinal Mooney, getting that sorted out with the home plate umpire. So Lippman able to reach with 1 gone and already turning to a pinch hitter are the Cardinals. Aiden Radinsky.
Here for Mooney, number 23, Aiden Radinsky.
So Radinsky will get a chance to go against Kelwins as this first pitch goes into the dirt. And that'll allow a runner to go to second. Lippman sits there now. Aiden Radinsky, another senior for this team, hitting just 192, but going to try and rely on your upperclassmen here in a tight situation. Swings and misses there on Kelwins' fastball. Six to 2, Golden Bears in front. Cardinal Mooney threatening again. Throw over, nearly got the runner at second. But Lippman just reaches his hand in there before the tag. Look back to second. Here's the delivery. Just outside. Well, Cardinal Mooney's already done what nobody else has done to Waynedale in this tournament, and that's score runs. They have a chance to score some more, but Radinsky misses there again. Count 2-2. Senior steps back into the box up against Waynedale's best on the mound. Throw back to second. Jordan Miller wasn't ready for a throw over at short. So Kelwins decided just to hold on to it. Two again. Pitch. Gets across. Swing and a miss out of Radinsky. There's strikeout number 5 for Shane Kelwins. So now 2 down. Kelwins with 80 pitches on the game. Ryan Reese, top of the lineup, back up. Reese is 0 for 1. He walked in his last AB. Look back to second. Another pitch. Misses same spot. Low and away. Can't afford to give Reese another bag because you're going to get to some of the other hitters that gave you issues in the last rotation. Stacy's in the hole. He was the one to knock out the 2-run shot. Reese lines us up the middle. And it's bobbled over at center, so Cardinal Mooney's got to run. Yet again, it's an RBI single from Ryan Reese. Here's a look again, thanks to Hummel Group. 6-3 now the score, as Littman able to score from second on the bobble and center by Yoder.
Stop number 2, Andrew Bushy.
Meeting at the mound after that whole situation. Infield comes in to join. And we know Coach Dougherty tends to keep a tight leash on some of his pitchers, especially early on in this postseason. Will he do that here? Of course, Koblenz is going to stay on for now, but could very well be his last batter, sitting at 83 pitches. And you've also got to think about, if you win, who's going to pitch tomorrow. If you go too long with Koblenz, he likely won't get a chance tomorrow. Andrew Bushy, 0 for 2. Steps to the plate. Bottom half of the fourth, Cardinal Mooney trying to come back. They were down as much as 4-0, or as 3-0. They're down now 6-3 after putting a couple runs on the board. Most recently, thanks to Ryan Reese's RBI single last AB. Long look over to first for Koblenz. He'll now focus on the hitter. From the stretch, runner goes. Frank's throw down, not in time. Reese has a stolen base. Count moves even at 1-1. And now yet another runner in scoring position, and it's the speedy leadoff hitter Ryan Reese. Koblenz misses high and away. Does the same there. He's down 3-1. Hitters count here for Bushy. Still trying to find his first hit of the game. Cardinals looking for something special. Quick turn to second. Koblenz fires. That one fouled off. We're full. 3-2. That ball went foul into the parking lot across the street. Nearly took out a Ford. Next delivery. Swung on. This is in play. And a diving play made by Waynedale. Beautiful stuff from Hudson Barkman. Saves another run from crossing the board. Here it is again, thanks to Hummel Group. Cardinal Mooney gets one across, but Barkman saves another from scoring.
Hey, does your checking account pay you with real cash rewards with no monthly maintenance fees ever? Bummer. Ask for Kasasa Rewards Checking. It's ours.
Let me
Cardinal Mooney warming up, ready for the top half of the fifth. Just recently, we had an early nominee for a diamond cut next week. The big league looks like they're not going to let us show that replay, but Hudson Barkman laid out for a catch over and right to save a run from scoring for Cardinal Mooney. They did still get one in that frame, so it's 6-3. And we see Jaden Schlebach step up to the plate for Waynedale as they were now in the top half of the fifth. Shout out to Penny Thompson watching with us live and free on the OH Report, cheering on the Bears today. Make sure to leave a comment on Facebook. Let us know where you're watching from. Give you a shout out later in the broadcast. Schlebach so far is 2 for 2 in this game as he takes a ball. Or did they call that a strike? Called it a strike. Next pitch is popped up. Tough ground. That will get down. So on a wonky play at the right field line, Jaden Schlebach is now 3 for 3 in this game. He settles for first base. You see it just go on the right side of the white line. And after that play, we've got somebody down. That's Ben Otis, who was pitching up until this fifth inning. He's going to try to walk this off. No, my mistake. That's actually Vince Gentile playing in right.
Injured Cardinal, number 8, Vince Gentile.
So he's going to try and walk that off as he slipped on that last replay. We'll see if we can show it again. This long, high infield single, or just, I guess, simple single. Saw a slide there towards the end, so hopefully everything's okay with Gentile. But it looks like he's making his way off.
Running for Waynedale, number 3, Cameron Mast.
And in the midst of all of that, we've got a pinch runner for Waynedale at first, Cameron Mast. He'll put a helmet on and run in place of Schlebach. Good ovation from the crowd here as Gentile's going to make his way off. He appears to be done for the day. Hopefully everything is okay with him after that injury out in right.
Next batter for the Golden Bears, number 23, Braden Steiner.
So with him going off, they'll have to find a replacement to go out in right. Braden Steiner waiting. Steiner batting next. It'll be A.J. Olesh.
Will enter right field.
He'll be in right for the rest of this game. So no outs, runner at first. Schlebach 3 for 3 after that base hit. Mast pinch running for him over at first. Steiner 1 for 2 in this game is up. Talked about Otis now being at first. New pitcher on the mound is Taco Barroco. And he hit Steiner with that pitch. So runners on first and second now. So Cardinal Mooney opts to go with a new pitcher despite, I think, Otis doing a good job keeping himself at a solid pitch count to keep going in this one. But they make the pitching change, and just like that, runners on first and second. Josh Yoder to the plate. He's going to square to bunt. Pulls back, runner goes to third, throw down, not in time. That one got away from the catcher Littman, and Mast saw it right away. The pinch runner does his job.
Ladies and gentlemen, if I can have your attention for just a second. We have a BMW motorcycle parked across the street, and it's blocking another vehicle. Need to be moved. A BMW motorcycle needs to be moved across the street. Thank you.
So the count now 1-0 to Yoder. As yet again, Waynedale with still nobody out. Putting some pressure on Cardinal Mooney, especially this new reliever that has made his way into play. That'll get down. And a run scores for Waynedale on another single for Yoder. It looked like Reese was going to try and make the catch out there, but then he held up.
The first baseman, number 11, Logan Troyer.
And runners now on the corners with nobody out. Logan Troyer in this game has laid down a bunt in sacrifice. He's also recorded an RBI. He's 0 for 0 in this game. First pitch to him misses high. So already in this game, we've seen Taco give up an earned run on 2 hits. Next pitch inside. Cardinal Mooney on the mound, starting to fall apart right now. And this is the point now where you kind of wonder, as we have a meeting on the mound, how many teams in Division 5 are going to be able to keep up with Waynedale inning for inning? Because we saw Cardinal Mooney do a good job staying close for about 3 or you could argue 4 there. But it seems like right now, as long as the Golden Bears take care of business with nobody out and runners on the corners, they can open this game up wide open. Next pitch from Veracco. Swung on, lined over to right center. Catch will be made. Tag from third is going to be safe at the plate. Steiner scores. It's 8-3. So Troyer for a third consecutive AB will not actually have an AB because he's sacrificed all 3 times.
Number 9 hitter steps in, number 13, Hudson Barkman.
Up next is Hudson Barkman. After this, the top of the order. Runner goes from first. No throw. Yoder's got second. Eight to 3 in favor of Waynedale. They've now got a 5-run lead, their biggest of the day. Next pitch from Taco. Looks over to second, delivers, and misses high. Count moves to 2-0. Next pitch popped up in foul ground. And the catch is made. Nicely done over the railing on the first base side dugout. Able to get the job done and get out number 2. Good catch by Otis. And the runner stays put at second. I would have been shocked if he tried to tag and go to third. Big lead by Yoder as Copeland steps up for a fourth time in this game. Had time called there. Shane in this game, 2 for 3. Also driven in a run. He's himself has scored twice. Next pitch to him. This one taken into play. That'll get down. Yoder. He'll turn towards home and score. It's 9-3. Golden Bears continuing to put more runs on the board here in this inning. That's now 3 in the frame. Back-to-back innings with at least 3 runs.
Tristan Franks now coming to the plate.
So Coblin's now making it a 3 for 4 day, 2 RBIs. And Tristan Franks will try to follow him up. 2 outs, 1 on. Waynedale starting to find their groove, up 9-3. Number 1 team in Division 5, continuing to show why they're honestly a consensus number 1. Not only on Max Preps, but also Pro Prep Baseball Report does a great, fantastic job rating all of these teams. It's very hard to be consensus number 1. Golden Bears, their reputation deserves it. Especially the reputation of the senior class as Koblenz goes for second. He's safe. He swam around the tag. It's going to look like he got gunned, but he just dips that left arm away from the tag, and he's safe at second. The pitch to Franks was called a strike, and now Cardinal Mooney's coach is going to come over and talk about the play. It did, to Cardinal Mooney's defense, look like he was gunned at second. But I think he did, and that umpire being right there definitely helps me believe it even more that Koblenz was able to swim around and slide in safely. 1-1 count to Tristan Franks, who's 0 for 1 in this game. Takes one across the plate. That's a tough one to take. Franks down 1-2. Next delivery, Koblenz fakes the steal, and the runner, or actually the batter, is going to get hit on the elbow. Runners on first and second now. And this is now the second time Cam Miller has seen this look.
Cam Miller steps in for the Bears. Cam Miller.
He saw Koblenz and Franks on at first and second. Last time he was up, he was able to drive in one of them. He's 1 for 3 in this game. First pitch in there for a strike. Top half of the 5th, Waynedale 9, Cardinal Mooney 3. Golden Bears in the driver's seat. That pitch gets away. Koblenz got a good read at it. He takes third, as does Franks take second. Next pitch to Cam, fouled off. Miller in a 1-2 count. 2 runners now in scoring position. Next pitch, line to left. That'll get down. Franks will hold up at third. 1 run scores. It's 10-3. Second RBI of the day for Cam Miller. He sits at first. Franks over at third. And another dangerous hitter, Jordan Miller, coming up now. And the Golden Bears have exploded this lead out to 7. Jordan, however, today is 0 for 3. He did reach on an error, so he has scored a run in this game too. As we see, this pitching change for Cardinal Mooney has not gone the way that they expected it would. Taco Veracco, 4 hits allowed, 4 runs, 3 of them earned. No walks, no strikeouts. Miller swings at the first pitch. This is taken to center. Collapsing in on it, Caden Reese retires the inning. 4 runs in the frame for the Golden Bears. They lead 10-3 as we head to our 5th inning stretch. This 5th inning stretch is brought to you by Maumee Bay Turf and Sportsfield Constructors, also Danny's Cafe in Rossford. Got to update those numbers because we did have a lot happen there in that top half of the 5th. So instead of 10 runs on 9 hits, it's now 10 runs on 11 hits for the Golden Bears out of Waynedale. 3 runs on 3 hits and an error for Cardinal Mooney. Their 3, 4, 5 hitters are due up. Shane Coblin's going to stay out on the mound for at least 1 more inning. And as we sit here, the line score goes as this. Both teams did not score in the first. Waynedale scored first, scoring 2 in the top of the second. Nothing doing in the bottom half for Cardinal Mooney. And then things have started to pick up. Runs have been scored in each frame since the top half of the 3rd. 1 from Waynedale in that part. Bottom of the 3rd, Cardinal Mooney got 2 off of a 2-run shot, thanks to Ford Stacy. And then after that, in the 4th, Waynedale put up 3, Cardinal Mooney put up 1, and then we just came fresh off of a 4-run inning for the Golden Bears. So they have improved, for the most part, inning to inning here in this game. Bottom of the 5th underway. First pitch misses for a ball to Shane Kelblins, who delivers again. This one outside and high. This is game 1 of a regional doubleheader. Waynedale in command right now. Next game, Canton Central Catholic up against Norwayne, another WCAL team. Caden Reese already ahead 3-0. Full windup. And that one misses low. Ball 4. Reese has first base again. He's been walked twice now.
Ford Stacy steps into the batter's box. For Mooney. His last at bat, he deposited the baseball over the 350 side.
And we got time on the mound now. So Koblenz throws 4 straight balls to start this inning. And Coach Dougherty is going to ask for the baseball. Shane is done after 93 pitches. They're going to go to a new arm when we come back on the OH report. Waynedale leads 10-3, runner on, nobody out here in the bottom of the 5th.
Hey, does your checking account pay you with real cash rewards with no monthly maintenance fees ever? Bummer. Ask for Kasasa Rewards Checking. It's ours.
So coach gives Cam Miller the baseball on the mound, 4-0 on the season, 1.91 ERA, his first postseason appearance on the mound here in this game. Yeah. So Waynedale leads 10-3 over Cardinal Mooney. Shane Koblenz went 93 pitches to kind of put a book into his pitching line. 4 innings pitched. 3 hits allowed, 3 runs allowed, but all 3 of them were earned. 6 walks, 5 strikeouts. Not the most amazing line that you'll see, but he's done the job to keep them in the lead, as has Waynedale's offense, putting up 10 on the board on a tough Cardinal Mooney team. But now the ball's in the hands of the sophomore Cam Miller to keep them on the pedal and try to get out of here with a pretty big win. The runner at first is Caden Reese. Ford Stacy to the plate. First pitch is in there for a strike. Stacy, of course, 1 for 1. That one being the 2-run homer to make it 10-3. His other AB, he walked. This one fouled away. Still nobody out here in the bottom of the 5th. Koblenz started this bottom half and led off the inning with a 4-pitch walk to Reese, who sits at first now. And then they made that pitching change. Another time called, this time by the batter. So both pitcher and batter have used their timeouts here in this at-bat. Next delivery. That one just misses outside. Breaking ball, this one taken straight to center field. Josh Yoder hauls it in for out number 1. So Cam Miller, fastball, curveball, changeup, slider repertoire, 86 miles an hour on his fastball. That's pretty much his average. His breaking pitches drop all the way down to the high 60s. So out of all of the pitchers on this team for Waynedale, he's probably got the biggest velocity change between pitches, as he now goes to work against Will Petty. Frank's a nice scoop there on the first pitch, low and away. Cam Miller last pitched on Monday. It's a good credit. It's one of the good positives out of playing another regular season game in the midst of the tournament. Pitched 2 innings against Berlin Highland. That breaking ball, and you see that speed change. Gets a swing and a miss out of Petty for a 1-2 count. But in that game against Highland on Monday, he allowed 4 runs on 3 hits. This one in the dirt. So to say he's been spectacular in the last couple of games wouldn't necessarily be the case, but he's played some really good competition, and Cardinal Mooney is just that. Throw over to first to check on the runner. Won't get there in time to get Caden. Remember, Monday against Highland, they lost 9-3, but that's the #1 team in Division 6. Got a full count now after that one. 1 out, runner on first. Will Petty thinking he'll take a walk. Try to be a good eye, but don't let anything go by close. And also don't hit anything up the middle for a potential double play ball. That one fouled back about 10 feet in front of me. The runner went on the pitch. See if he does it again. Norwayne has made it into the building. They play at 5 o'clock today. As that pitch is in for strike 3. Petty tossed his bat, thought he was going to first on a walk, but the umpire behind the plate says, no, you're out. And just like that, Cam Miller's got his first strikeout. Runner goes on the pitch, throw down, not in time. Pitch was also low and away, so count moves to 1-0. Move that runner to second as well. 2 gone here in the bottom of the 5th. Look back to second. Here's the pitch from Cam. Swung on into play. Shallow center field. Yoder chasing. And he makes the catch for out number 3. Loses his hat in the process, but still, ball to the glove. That ends the 5th. Top of the 6th, next, Waynedale 10, Cardinals 3.
Since 1974, Simonson has helped their clients stay on target to meet the goals and deadlines for their projects. From concept to completion, Simonson can design a plan and build a path for success. Let Simonson Construction turn that vision into a reality.
To the 6th inning we go from Massillon High School for this Northeast Regional semifinal game on the OH Report. I'm Jonathan Langdon, Kane Longwell, your camera operator here today. Cardinal Mooney, they've put up a fight, but Waynedale has just proven to be too much thus far. They lead 10-3. They're also at the plate here in the top of the 6th. They've got a good part of their lineup due up. Schleybaugh will lead things off. He's 3 for 3 in this game.
And Schleybaugh leads off for Waynedale.
So the Golden Bears at this point looking for insurance. 2 innings to go in this contest as Jay Schley just gets away from it. This one swung into play, deep center field. Backtracking and making the catch is Reese. Take a look at him backpedal, keep his balance. That's why he's out there in center field for out number 1.
That's Caden Reese making a nice play out there in center. Coming up for the Golden Bears.
So up next is Steiner. 1 for 2 in this game. Taco Verocco remains on the mound for Cardinal Mooney. able to get a quick retirement for the first time from Jaden Schlebach. Steiner takes low and away with the first pitch here. This one misses low, so Steiner up ahead 2-0. We're approaching 4 o'clock, nearly 2 hours into this ball game. Next pitch from Verocco, swung on and missed. Watching the Norwayne Bobcats. To my right, here on the first base side. Scout out some opponents. This one's fouled back. And it's caught. Catcher makes up the ground. Littman makes it 2 gone. So Steiner is retired.
Stepping up, number 5.
Up next is Josh Yoder. Anyway, Norwayne taking in the game. They got here about 10 minutes ago. They play Canton Central Catholic up next. That game set to start at 5 o'clock, but depending on this game, we'll see if that gets bumped back. Timing doesn't seem to be too awful right now. They may be able to still start at 5. This one's grounded over to short. Scooped up by Bushy, throw to first. After a rough stretch from Otis, he's still able to keep that foot on the bag and retire the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Waynedale Golden Bears. Mooney's in business. They got to get some bats going in the bottom half of the 6th.
Hey, does your checking account pay you with real cash rewards with no monthly maintenance fees ever? Bummer. Ask for Kasasa Rewards Checking. It's ours.
Well, Cardinal Mooney's got some work to do to get back into this ball game. They trailed 10-3 over the number 1 team in Division 5 in this regional semifinal here at Massillon High School. Ducky Schroeder Field. Cam Miller still on the mound, throws a first pitch ball outside. As A.J. Olesh sits at the plate, he came in for the injured Gentile. And he has to duck away here to keep himself safe. As Miller lets that one get away from him. He's down in the count, 2-0. Olesh, 250 average. Just his 5th AB of the season. Swings this one, grounds it over to short. Jordan Miller has to come in on it, throw to first, in plenty of time still for out number 1. That ball died in the grass, and Jordan was still able to get there and make a play.
Checks in to the batter's box for Mooney.
Here's Trent Littman. Went 0 for 3 in the district title game. He's 0 for 1 today. Swings and misses at the first pitch from Cam. Cam Miller settling in nicely. 19 pitches after that. Or 17 pitches after that, 10 of which have been strikes. And he adds another strike right there. No hits allowed, no runs earned. No walks, just a strikeout on the line. Gets this one to go foul off of the bat of Littman. Count remains 0-2. Golden Bears this year have made history upon history upon history. Not just this year, but this decade. 2 state championships in 2022, 2023. They just won their 19th WCAL title. This being their first since 2022. Here's a 1-2 count. Swung on line. Towards dead center. Yoder makes the catch for out number 2. Had to backtrack just a smidge, but still able to make the play. And also a lot of the history they've made, Waynedale, has been at this very field. They've played here 8 times now in the last 4 years. They are 7-0 on this field, and with how things are looking today, they likely are going to move it to 8-0. They played here earlier this year against Massillon, beat them 8-0. So they're 7-0 on this field, dating back to their first ever state title that they won in 2022. 6 of those games, the only one being that Massillon game as an exception. 6 of those, and then this being 7, have been in the postseason. As Cam Miller makes light work of Cardinal Mooney. That's 3 up, 3 down. 10-3 the score. Waynedale heading to the top of the 7th in full control.
Since 1974, Simonson has helped their clients stay on target to meet the goals and deadlines for their projects. From concept to completion, Simonson can design a plan and build a path for success. Let Simonson Construction turn that vision into a reality.
Top half of the 7th. Here live and free on the OH Report. Waynedale Golden Bears taking care of business 10-3 over the number 11 team in the state, Cardinal Mooney. Outside of the 1-2-3 inning that they went through in the 6th, they have scored 7 runs in the last 3 innings. Logan Troyer will look to get them back into hitting ways.
He's got 3 sacrifices, 2 sack bunts and a sack fly.
Logan Troyer has been the definition of a team player in this one. No official at-bats. But he's going to get one here. He's got 3 sacrifices, nobody on base, so no chance for a 4th. He's got 2 RBIs, so a sack bunt and a sack fly. His sack bunt that he laid down was to get a runner to second, but there was also a runner at third that scored on a squeeze. And here, Troyer caps off a beautiful day with a base hit. His numbers won't pop out on the box score, but he has been fantastic in this game. 1 for 1, 2 RBIs. 3 sacrifices. Leadoff knock for him brings up Barkman, who he will try to sacrifice. Puts down a nice bunt. They'll throw to first and get the out, but Barkman does his job. So back to the top of the order for a fifth time. Shane Koblenz, he has been probably the best player today. He'll probably be our MVP if they end up holding on to win. 3 for 4, 2 runs scored. 3 runs scored, 2 RBIs. Takes a pitch high there. Tyler Wilson on the mound. Dishes a strike. 13 pitches for him thus far in his appearance. Next delivery, breaking ball, dips enough to get the strike call. And the Golden Bears up 7 are down to a 1-2 count with Shane Koblenz, who has had himself a day. Next pitch to him, swung on, fouled back. If Waynedale holds on, gets the 10-3 win, they will take on the winner of the next game between Norwayne and Canton Central Catholic. So today's regional doubleheader is WCAL against Catholic schools, and so far WCAL looking like they're going to go in front 1-0. Grounder through the 6 gap yet again. Base hit, they'll hold the runner at third. Throw is cut off. Runners on the corners with 1 gone. Koblenz is now 4 for 5 after that. Three singles and a double for him. So that senior reaches the next senior to the plate. Tristan Franks watches the first pitch go by for a high strike call. Franks is 0 for 1. In a very similar boat to Logan Troyer. Hasn't had too many official at-bats. As this one goes in the dirt, Koblenz has second, so both are in scoring position. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That one misses high. That was Wilson's 20th pitch. As the infield's in here. Franks takes outside. Hitters count 3-1 for Tristan. From the stretch, Wilson will deal. Here's the pitch. Swinging a grounder, just foul. And they're going to give first base to Franks. It looks like it was catcher's interference. You get to see a look again, and the bases will be loaded after this. But yeah, they point to the catcher's glove, and he did interfere with the bat. So the bases are juiced with just 1 out for Cam Miller. Cam has had a turnaround game, 2 for 4, 2 RBIs. But the 2 outs he's recorded have both been strikeouts. Just want to try and get something into play. This will definitely help, but no runners will go on that one. That ends up at the backstop. Everyone stays put, bases stay loaded. Just appears as if Troyer didn't get quite a good look at it. Didn't get a good enough jump to go. Next pitch to Miller. Swung on, belted. In play over at left. Petty will come under it and make the catch. They'll test his arm. No, actually they won't. They'll stay at third. So Troyer, Koblenz, and Franks all stay put. 2 outs bases loaded here for Jordan Miller.
Jordan Miller steps in for the Golden Bears.
First pitch to Jordan's in for a strike. Golden Bears threatening. I believe the run rule was not going to be applied here in the top of the 7th. Even if they do get to 13 runs, Cardinal Mooney will get a chance in the bottom in the 7th. 1-1 pitch. Miller reaches for it. So bases loaded. We'll see what Jordan can do. He's down 1-2. Pitch from Wilson is across the zone. Foul tip into the catcher's glove, and that'll do it for the bats from Waynedale. Good strikeout from Wilson. That ends the top half of the 7th. Final 3 outs for Cardinal Mooney. Got to try and get something going on the OH Report.
Hey, does your checking account pay you with real cash rewards with no monthly maintenance fees ever? Bummer. Ask for Kasasa Rewards Checking. It's ours.
Golden Bears will turn to one final pitcher here today. First appearance of the day for Evan Yoder. Was not in the batting lineup in this contest. See his pitching numbers there. They'll turn to him for just one more inning of work, as Cardinal Mooney is down to their final 3 outs. Live and free on the OH Report, I'm Jonathan Langdon. Kane Longwell, your camera operator here today. And it looks like if Waynedale can get the final 3 outs, they will be back here tomorrow up against the winner of the next game, Norwayne and Canton Central Catholic. Want to take a second to thank our sponsors here today. Thanks to Maumee Bay Turf Center and Danny's Cafe in Rossford. Also 89 Homes in Jeromesville, Hummel Group as well, and then Simonson Construction and Sutton Bank. Your BS Media Productions MVP will be after this inning and also during our 89 Homes or our Maumee Bay Turf postgame show.
Top of the order for Cardinal Mooney in the bottom of the 7th. Ryan Reese will step in.
Cardinals have not scored since the 4th inning. So they're looking to reverse luck here against Yoder on the mound. Ryan Reese will lead things off just as he did the game here in the 7th inning. First pitch grounder to second. The speedy Reese is retired for out number 1. So Reese tried to pounce right on to Yoder on his first pitch into the game.
Andrew Bushy.
Yet he's not able to do the job. Instead, it's a 1-pitch out, and Yoder can step in and feel even more comfortable after that. Bushy now to the plate. First pitch to him is just outside, the lefty. Hasn't had the greatest day, as he swings this one into play over and right and gets that down. So as I say that, he gets himself on base, and Mooney's got a base runner. He was 0 for 3 before that swing, make him 1 for 4. And up next is Caden Reese, the star player for Cardinal Mooney. He's 0 for 1 with 2 walks. Breaking ball, slow one, nearly clipped the zone. Yoder gets this one across through the 6 gap into left. Runners on first and second now. Just one gone, and now Ford Stacy, who hit the 2-run bomb earlier in the game, steps up to the plate.
Stepping to the plate, Ford Stacy.
Stacy's homer is his only hit today. He's 1 for 2 as he watches a long hanging curveball go in for a strike down the middle of his plate. Bushy at second, Reese at first, and Stacy's already down 0-2. He's able to foul that one back. Make sure to stay tuned after this one. We'll have your MVP up here with us on the concourse. Stacy calls time just before the pitch here. 0-2 count. Oh, and misses high and outside. So if Cardinal Mooney if they're not able to come back and win this, or at least tie it, they will fall to 19-7. That's how they'll end their year. They came in the right way. They came in with a 7-game win streak. It's always tough to take down hot teams like Cardinal Mooney this time of year, but it's looking like Waynedale is going to get it done. This ball gets away, so the force is out of the picture. Both runners move up 90 feet. And the count moves full, 3-2. 10th pitch from Yoder. Another time called. Fans beside me thought that Yoder was already in his windup. From the stretch now he goes to payoff. Swung on, fouled away. He stays alive here. Swings this one into play over to left. That'll get down and score.
Will Petty steps into the box.
So nice little swing, gets a single out. That'll only get one across. Scores 10-4. Will Petty now at the plate. Runners on the corners, one gone still. Next pitch from Yoder, that time inside. Count moves to 2-0. Petty's 0 for 3 in this game. He's up 3-0 here. Yoder's in a pickle. 10-4 the score. Another ball would load the bases. This one, however, sneaks in. This one shot over the third base line, but foul. We're full again, 3-2. Next pitch fouled back, so Cardinal Mooney making things really difficult right now for Evan Yoder on the mound. Trying to get this closed out. Petty hanging in tight. Here's the full 3-2 payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. And the Golden Bears are 1 out away from a regional championship appearance.
Ben Otis comes to the plate.
And now, season sits in the hands of Ben Otis, who started this game on the mound for Cardinal Mooney. With runners on the corners, he's their last chance at the moment. That's in there for a strike on the outside corner. Here's a 1-1. That one low and outside. Caden Reese at third, Ford Stacy at first. Otis at the plate, he's 0 for 3. Next pitch. That one's in there. Strike 2. Golden Bears now 1 strike away. Waynedale faithful. Big crowd of them here today. Trying to cheer on Evan Yoder to 1 final strike. The pitch. Swung on, in play, popped up to right. Barkman has had a fantastic day in right, and it's only fitting that he finishes it off for Waynedale. Golden Bears take it 10-4. They've booked a ticket right back here to Massillon tomorrow to take on the winner of Norwayne and Canton Central Catholic.
Waynedale, 10 runs, 13 hits, no errors.
Stick around, stats and analysis, your MVP as well. Shane Cowens will join us upstairs on the OH Report.
Looking for the best high school sports coverage in Ohio? You found it right here on the OH Report. From the field to the court, we've got it all. OH Report brings you local coverage like nobody else in the area, live and free. Follow OH Report now and never miss a moment of the action. Don't just watch, be a part of the game with OH Report, the future of local sports.
Hey, does your checking account pay you with real cash rewards with no monthly maintenance fees ever? Bummer. Ask for Kasasa Rewards Checking. It's our superpower.
Time now for your post-game show, brought to you by Maumee Bay Turf and also Danny's Cafe in Rossford. Good crowd on hand today for Waynedale, and they're going to go home happy, at least for today. They win this one 10-4 over Cardinal Mooney, the number 11 team in Division 5. The number 1 team takes care of business here today, and now they await the winner between Norwayne and Canton Central Catholic. If Norwayne and the Bobcats can pull out that win, what a rematch that would make out to be in the WCAL. Of course, Waynedale took both of those games early on in the season. I guess that's the asterisk there. It was the second and third game of the season for Waynedale when they played Norwayne early on in the WCAL schedule. So going to see a much different team if it does end up being Norwayne. We will not be sticking around for that second game, but know that we will be back tomorrow to catch Waynedale against whoever they will go up against in the regional championship game. Shane Koblenz is the spotlight today, 4 for 5 day at the plate. 2 RBIs, 3 runs scored for him, also threw a gem on the mound, 4 innings pitched, 5 strikeouts, only gave up 3 of those 4 runs in his 4 innings of work. Working on this final line score to show to you live and free. There it is between Cardinal Mooney and Waynedale here today. 10 runs on 13 hits in favor of the Golden Bears. Cardinal Mooney, not a bad day at all, but just not enough against a team like Waynedale that they saw today. So they'll end their year, they'll end their season 19-7. And Waynedale moves now to 27-4. And they are going to take on the winner, as we said before, of Norwayne and Canton Central Catholic. Could it be an all-Wayne County regional championship? We'll find out later today, and we'll have it for you tomorrow if it happens. We're going to take one more quick break, run down, get our MVP for today, Shane Koblenz, and we'll be back with your MVP interview live and free on the OH.REPORT.
Looking for the best high school sports coverage in Ohio? You found it right here on the OH Report. From the field to the court, we've got it all. OH Report brings you local coverage like nobody else in the area, live and free. Follow OH Report now and never miss a moment of the action. Don't just watch, be a part of the game with OH Report, the future of local sports.
Hey, does your checking account pay you with real cash rewards with no monthly maintenance fees ever? Bummer. Ask for Kasasa Rewards Checking. It's our superpower.
now for your BS Media Player of the Game. Waynedale secures another spot in a regional championship game, and Shane Koblenz led the way for them. 4 for 5 at the plate, 2 RBIs, 3 singles, a double, and then also throwing 4 innings, getting 5 strikeouts. So a well-rounded effort for you, and I feel like that same phrase can be said about the entire team. What do you think?
Yeah, a lot of guys showed up today. I feel like 6 or 7 of the guys could be up here right now doing this interview.
Yeah. So talk to me through your pitching performance here today. So you knew that Cardinal Mooney was hot coming in. They'd won their last 7 games. What was your approach on the mound to make sure to kind of deal with them?
Yeah, a little tighter zone today. Harder to throw strikes, but just tried to make them put it in play, and yeah, just kind of trust my defense, and yeah.
Yeah, so you guys have been here now, feels like too many times. You're now 8-0 at this ballpark, and you're going into tomorrow with a regional championship on the line with house money. But of course, you know both of these teams out on the field that are just about set to play, and you know how tough they are. Just talk to me about maybe something that you said in the huddle, or what's the mindset going into whoever you face tomorrow?
Yeah, I mean, obviously job's not done. We haven't proved anything. We have to go out there tomorrow and play our best game and just do whatever we have to do to win.
All right, Shane. Well, we're going to see you right back here tomorrow, so just going to give you a chance to get back home a little early, get some sleep before the next game. Take a look at that camera, give some shout-outs.
First of all, I'd want to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. I want to thank my teammates for backing me up today, Franks for catching me, coaches, and all the people that came out to support us.
All right, Shane, congratulations on another win. You're heading to a regional championship tomorrow.
Hey, does your checking account pay you with real cash rewards with no monthly maintenance fees ever? Bummer. Ask for Kasasa Rewards Checking. It's ours to.
Time now for your post-game show to wrap things up here from Massillon High School. We'll be right back tomorrow to watch the Golden Bears take on the winner of Norwayne and Canton Central Catholic. Battle between the WCAL and the Catholic schools. Game 1 goes to Waynedale here today. Just a fresh reminder, tomorrow that regional championship game will be at 5 o'clock, whoever plays in that game. Congrats to the Cardinal Mooney Cardinals. They end their season 19-7. Bowing out to the #1 team in Division 5 is not a bad result at all. Thanks for joining us here. We'll be back tomorrow. Jonathan Langdon, Kane Longwell, your camera operator, bearing out in the mid-80-degree weather. Sun beaming all game long, but we're able to bring you this live and free. Thanks to our fantastic sponsors, 89 Homes. Also want to thank our other sponsor, Maumee Bay Turf, and then also Danny's Cafe in Rossford. Thanks also to the Hummel Group and Sutton Bank, along with Simonson Construction Services. Waynedale fans, we'll see you tomorrow for a regional championship on the OH Report.